Pete. I don't know if it was love at first sight, but it was pretty damn close. She had the longest hair I'd ever seen, jet black and almost down to her waist. She smiled all the time and had soft brown eyes that made my heart melt, long legs that just wouldn't quit, and a figure to die for. She was stark naked, except for a pair of black leather ankle boots with small chrome chains on the side. I think it was the boots that did it for me. I didn't know her name, and I couldn't talk to her because she was already occupied with a fat, balding guy with a mobile phone who kept fondling her breasts and bouncing her up and down on his knee. She was a dancer at the Zombie Bar, one of more than 100 go-go dancers, and between her 20-minute dancing shifts, she had to hustle drinks from customers. I kept trying to catch her eye, but she was too busy with the bald guy, and after an hour or so she changed into jeans and a t-shirt and left with him. They looked obscene together. He must have been 20 stone and old enough to be her father. I was with Nigel, a guy I'd met in Fatso's bar down the road from the go-go bars of Nana Plaza. Nigel was a good-looking guy with a shock of black, unruly hair and a movie star smile and a pirate's eye patch. First time I met him, I thought he was wearing it as a joke, and I kept teasing him about it, but then it turns out that he lost an eye when he was a teenager. Stupid accident, he says, climbing through a barbed wire fence on his parents' farm. He's got a false eye, but he still wears the eye patch. Reckons it gives him an air of mystery, he says. Makes him look like a prat, if you ask me. It was Nigel's idea to go to Zombie. It was one of the hottest bars in Bangkok, he said. It was my first time. I'd only been in Bangkok for 2 days, and I hadn't known what to expect. It was an eye-opener. 2 raised dance floors, each with more than a dozen beautiful girls dancing around silver poles, most of them naked. Around the edge of the bars were small tables, and waitresses in white blouses and black skirts scurried around taking orders and serving drinks. Oh, she's beautiful, isn't she? I said to Nigel, as the girl walked by holding the bald guy's hand. They're all beautiful, he said, winking at a girl on the stage. No, that one's special, I said, and I don't just mean the boots. Nigel drank his Singer beer from the bottle and wiped his mouth with the back of his hand. Pete, let me give you a bit of advice, from the horse's mouth. They're all hookers. Every one of them. Pay their bar fines, take them to a short-time hotel, screw your brains out, then pay them. But whatever you do, don't get involved. Trust me, it's not worth it. I watched the girl and her customer disappear through the curtain that covered the exit to the plaza. I asked Nigel how it worked, how you got to go out with one of the girls. He explained how the bar fine system worked. You paid the money to the bar. It varied between 400 baht and 600 baht, depending on which bar you were in, and the girl was then free to leave with you. What you did was pretty much up to you, but usually a customer would take the girl to one of the numerous short-time hotels within walking distance of the plaza. How much you paid the girl depended on what she did and how generous you were. It could be as little as 500 baht, as much as 2,000 baht, more if you wanted to spend the whole night with her. Nigel waved at the 2 stages crammed with girls. Go on, pick one, he said. I shook my head. There was no one there I wanted.